Okay. So I actually just recorded this video and I wasn't even sharing my screen. Fuck. My name is Cameron and this is me building an AI and automations agency from scratch. Okay. Why am I doing this? I am going to document each and every day from now on. Hopefully, I'm going to stay on beat and be able to do it. But I'm doing this because I'm inspired by one of the biggest influencers in the AI and automation space, which is Nick Sarah Ev. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to say it. All right. Eat more lemons. And the thing about this is, Nick is a fucking great guy. All of the AI and automations, quote unquote, gurus are really phenomenal guys, but none of them people look like me. Okay, in layman's terms, because I'm gonna keep it real on this channel, ain't none of them niggas. Okay, I believe that in order for my group of people to be able to stay competitive moving forward, we must get more people that look like me within the AI and automation space. Okay, and it's because of how powerful these automations are when it comes to businesses and really growing businesses. How do I know? Well, I build these motherfuckers on a daily basis for businesses, and I see the type of return that a simple automation can get. Okay, so another reason why I'm building this channel is because, hey, Nick's already there. Okay, those people, they're really like all the way there. All the other influencers, they're already there. I have no experience. And to more support that, I just got out of prison. So if it's anyone that really doesn't have any experience and really doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, it's me. And last month was my first $10,000 month, and okay, and I'm very happy about it. Okay, because that seems to be like the milestone. And I literally started going hard on AI and automations back in November 2024. So let's go through my numbers. 80 subscribers. We coming up. Okay, we got 9 in the last 28 days. And I know I can't do like daily analytics right now because number one, I'm not dropping daily, but because I'm just not getting that I'm not getting a lot of action right now. And I ain't tripping. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna change very soon. And that's my YouTube, for right now. That's pitiful. That's pretty pitiful. Let's go ahead and get into my Stripe. Let's hide this. Hold on. Where is? So let's start here, right here, because this is actually when I started going hard with AI and automations. Was the end of November. It was like November 29th, I believe, was the exact day where I was like, you know what, fuck it, because I used to do deliveries for Roadie. I used to do DoorDash. I used to do Delivered. I used to do any type of delivery service you could think. I did it. And what's so crazy about that is I couldn't even have my name on the accounts that I was using to do deliveries with because they wouldn't even hire me because of my background. Okay. It was pitiful. Okay. But what transpired before that was when I had first got released from prison, I started working for a temp agency, doing like what is that? When you're at a warehouse. I was at a warehouse and the company tried to hire me on permanently. What happened? My background check came back and they weren't able to hire me. What do you think happened to me at the temp agency? Because of the employer couldn't hire me on because of my background, the temp agency had to let me go because I couldn't work at that employer because of my background. Right? It was just like a trickling effect. And then I was just like, you know what, bro? I am absolutely I love tech. And I knew that, okay, this is the way that the world is going. When I first got out, I immediately got my Google Data Analytics certification and I was wanting to become a data scientist because I was just like, yo, data is the new gold. That's where things are going to be headed. Like, I need to position myself to possibly. But once I got fired from there, I was just like, whoa, if this company is not going to hire me, and I actually got a release package that said, hey, this is a felony friendly employer. If they're not going to hire me, I know damn well these tech companies aren't going to hire me. I'm going to hire myself. So the end of November is when I really started going hard with AI and automations. So my first month, I actually made $716, but this was actually for a social media management position that I secured from Upwork. I'm going to go over my lead gen strategies and all that, later on in the video. So I made $716 in December. In January, I was actually able to secure 630 right here, and then 716. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this 716 a little later on. And that's about 13. So I made about 1300 in January. Okay, moving up. Woo, woo. A little growth here. February, we're gonna count this as 300. 3 plus 6 is 9. Plus 4 is 9 plus 4 is 13. Sorry. Plus 4 is 13. Okay, and this one, 13. So that's 14. Okay, a little bit more growth with $100, but hey, that's good. And then February, and then March was actually, my first ever $10,000 month. And I got 630 right here. I like to go by charges, but we'll go 630 right here. Plus 19. So 6 plus 19 is 25. Plus another 2 is 45. Plus 7 is 45 plus 7. What is that? 52 or something? 50, 51. So that's 51. And then I actually had to take that. I had to refund that 750. Remember, I told you guys about this payment. What happened was the client was on a monthly retainer through Stripe, and it actually charged her, even though we had expired the contract. It charged her again, so I had to refund that money back like last month in March. So I refunded her for that. But I know that doesn't look like it's 10,000, but I actually received payments on PayPal, Venmo, and stuff like that. It actually equaled up to about like 92, 94. And that's, I'm gonna count that as 10,000. So as you can see, like literally from the end of November, which you can say December, January, February, March. It took me 4 months, okay, to actually like start from scratch, not knowing what the fuck to do to like generate leads or nothing like that, but just taking the bull by the horns and telling myself like, hey, I'm about to learn AI, I'm about to learn automations, my nigga. It don't take that long. I highly recommend you get into this space. Okay, this is where society is going. This is where it will be. So you want to try to position yourself to reap the benefits of it. We still are early adopters in a lot of stuff that we do. So here in April so far, I got about what is this? Oh, 28. So about 3 bands so far. I actually have a little bit more, but that's on off payments. So I'm at about like 6 right now, but I got a couple things in the pipeline that hopefully I can try to make about 12 this month. That'll be great. So let's go over, because one of the biggest questions that I get like all the time, not actually through my channels or anything, but actually through text messages because of the communities that I'm a part of. I actually give my number out a lot. What people ask me the most is, what should I learn? You should learn APIs, webhooks, and prompt engineering. Nothing else matters. When I say that these are literally the only things that you need to learn, these are literally the only things that you need to concentrate on is APIs, webhooks, prompt engineering. I don't know if I said this already because my camera had died, but I don't deal with AI agents. I don't deal with, and the thing about this shit is you can consider this to be an AI agent. Okay, so a lot of people like to throw like those buzzwords out there, and they really fall on deaf ears when it's the people that really are in this space and understand what's going on. So when I say I don't deal with the AI agents, I don't deal with all those like very intricate automations and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, none of those are giving businesses real tangible ROI. None of those are making businesses money. None of those are saving business owners time. The most simple automations, quote unquote simple, is not super simple, but straight line automations are still king when it comes to actual business practice, okay, or application. Let's say that. Okay. So this is actually what I did today, and this is an email automation that I did for a client who's trying to really get his email campaigns like on and popping. Gotta make sure my camera's still on. He's trying to get his email campaigns on and popping with Smartlead, and I actually got his email. I mean, this yeah, I actually got an email automation through instantly from this dude named Saad that I found on YouTube. SAAD, absolutely phenomenal guy. Go check him out. But just like Saad, just like Nick, Giannis, like all of everyone that's in this AI automation space, they ain't no niggas. Okay, they don't look like me. And in order for my group of people to really begin to take the horns on this AI and automation space, they have to begin to see people that look like them, put out content, show them the ropes, and I'm cutting through all the fluff. Okay, I'm not finna talk about MCP. I don't give a fuck about it right now. It's not really like relevant when it comes to tangible things that can help businesses make money or save time, and that's what's most important. So Smartlead's native integration with Make is absolutely terrible. Like I couldn't find it. I don't know if you guys know where it's at, but I couldn't find it in their native integration to be able to like populate an email account directly from here. Maybe update lead because that's the API I use. Oh, I'm not gonna do that right now. Fuck that. So I couldn't find it. I couldn't find how to possibly um create an email copy and auto populate it with a module in Make. So I had to go through the API. Okay. And the quickest way to find anybody's API documentation is to type in the name of the company and API documentation. You can even just say docs, and it's usually going to pull right up. You're going to click it like that. And then you're here into the API documentation. So a lot of times it's actual steps that need to be taken in order to get to like the end result in what you're trying to do. Okay, so first I had to get so I always go to the okay, what am I trying to do? And I always try to reverse engineer it. Okay, boom, I'm trying to update or I'm trying to populate an email campaign with an email account. Okay, and I want this email account I want an actual personalized email to be attached to this specific email account. Okay, how like where do I think I could possibly find it at? Maybe email account management. So I went through all of these and I seen it. Okay, update email account is actually where it was at. Hold on, update. Is that where it was at? It was in one of these. Or is it update lead? Yes, it was actually the update lead using the lead ID. And this is actually where I found the first line where I could actually populate a first line. And this is where I put the actual email, the personalized email copy into, and I posted that to Smartly through this API. This is why learning APIs, learning webhooks, learning prompt engineering is very, very important. Okay. So once I did that, what I did is it's a Google sheet with thousands and thousands of leads. The man got like 50, 60,000 leads here. And it's going to go through a module that normalizes a business name. Okay, so my business is Love Shots Media, and my name is Cameron. So my email naturally is Cameron at loveshotsmedia.com. And I can't tell you how many emails I received that started out something like this. Hey, Cameron at loveshotsmedia.com. And it's just like, bro, no one speaks like that. No one's going to respond to anything like that. Like, so you want to try to personalize the email as much as possible. After that, then I use ChatGPT to then create the email copy. And then I had to use some text parsers. Let me tell you right now, I don't even know what the fuck these shits are. The only reason why I know about them is because I put them into ChatGPT. I kept getting an error and I put them into ChatGPT. I'm not trying to be a highly proficient software engineer. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help businesses make money, save time. So I was getting my errors and I was just like, I was sharing screenshots. I was telling, ChatGPT what was going on, and it gave me this to be able to do. I'm gonna tell you again, I have no idea what the fuck this shit means. But do you want to know who else doesn't care what the fuck that shit means? The clients, your clients. They don't care nothing about the features. They don't care anything about the tech behind it. They want to know if the shit works. Is it going to make them some money? Is it going to save them some time? A lot of us, because we are proud of our creations. I am super proud of this. All right. It took me a little while to do it. And we get caught up in the features. And then we'll end up like confusing a client a lot of times. And then that'll kill like our conversion rate. Just tell them, hey, this is what this shit does. This is what it's going to do for you. It's going to solve whatever problem that you have. First, find out their problems. Try to engineer automation or think about automation that can solve that problem. Create the automation with you and whoever else you do it with. Do not worry about being like the best computer engineer in the world. Don't worry about that. You'll never be better than ChatGPT. Trust me. You'll never be better than Claude. So you might as well use those softwares as a personal assistant to you. So after I did the text parser, then I did the HTTP post request, which is right here. Okay. To be able to now update each and every lead with the actual personalized email in which I'm looking for. So that's today's work. I know a lot of people want to know, okay, so like what do you do on a daily basis? I know as beginners, a lot of people want to know like what do you do on a daily basis? Well, I'm either engineering automations or I'm troubleshooting or I'm testing automations all day, every day. I am going to pretty much probably this is actually how I do a lot of my learning now by doing. Okay, that's very important to not get into analysis paralysis on YouTube, but actually begin to get in the trenches, bang your head, get extremely fucking pissed off at automations for never fucking working, and then finding out that you were just like missing maybe a comma or something. But you have to go through those growing pains to really get to a status of confidence in your work and your ability to be able to deliver to clients. So now I'm actually going to talk about, some of the questions that I get from, different people within the communities that I'm a part of, because I'm obviously not getting any questions from my content because no one's watching my shit, but I do get a lot of like text messages and stuff like that from people within the communities because they do see, the growth and seeing, where I'm headed. So one of the questions today that I got was, are you using Airtable? No, not using Airtable. I'm not using ClickUp. I'm not using Monday. I'm not using anything but Make. When I become highly, highly proficient, which I am, okay, but when I become like a wizard, super wizard with Make, then I will move on to another platform. But the things that I can do in Make, someone can do in the things that can be done in Airtable can be done in Make. The things that can be done in Make can be done in, the things that can be done in Airtable can be done in Go High Level. That is the platform that I use. That is the platform that I am most proficient in. That is the platform that I am trying to master to a T. I'm almost getting there with Go High Level too, but them motherfuckers come out with a feature every day, and they trying to be like Walmart of the softwares, but and like offer everything. But I use 3 platforms, bro. Go High Level, Instantly, Apollo. Well, not 3 platforms, but I stick to the softwares for what I need. Or let's say, how do I say that? I use softwares that I'm familiar with and that can get the job done and that I know. Period. Once I learn those and once I get proficient in those, is the only time I will move on to try to learn another software. Because what you'll do is you'll get shiny object syndrome from the algorithms, is what they're there for. And you'll be trying to like learn all this shit, and then you're not able to actually add any value to a customer. And that is what is most important, especially in the early stages of business. So let me go ahead and go through some lead gen strategies that I use. I actually use instantly, Upwork, and YouTube are my three lead gen strategies right now. My cold emails have been like sucking ass lately, bro. And it's because I haven't given enough effort into really like learning the different data furnishers. Okay, so I know Apollo, but I don't know what is that other one called? Clay. And I know that clay is very, very powerful. And I know that in order for me to, like let's say get just a little bit more targeted, I'm gonna have to learn clay. But Apollo is still absolutely phenomenal. Don't let anyone try to tell you that hey, you can't get any responses or Apollo's leads are like tired out, because leads are leads, bro. Once you verify those leads, through a third party once you verify those leads through a third party verification service, to make sure you're actually delivering to deliverable emails. If you have an offer that the business owner wants, or the CEO or whoever you're targeting, if you have an offer that they want, you're going to get a reply. So that is actually what I'm trying to do right now, is get my cold emails like on and popping for real, for real. I was getting a lot of reply rates, but then I didn't have a good follow-up system. But now that I have a great follow-up system, I don't have any replies. Like, I'm even trying to give shit away for free, like free automations. No one's fucking with me right now. It's okay, because Nick just dropped a video about asset-based cold emails. And I really was trying to do like, okay, boom, I was trying to do this Google review automation completely for free for local businesses, because I know that hey, these people really care about, especially brick and mortar, really care about Google reviews. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's something that, obviously everyone will want. It's a free automation, obviously, but I literally got no smoke for that. So I'm actually gonna, watch that video, try to learn a little something and figure out and kind of just, retry my whole cold email strategy. But I get a lot of my clients, a bulk of my clients come from Upwork. That is the lowest hanging fruit. And once you're able to really begin to like do the videos, the Loom videos, once you're able to do like the proposal strategy and things of that nature, you'll really start to get like real deal hits on your proposals. You'll start signing clients. You'll start getting in the trenches. And that's kind of like what I recommend to start with as a freelancer, is to get on Upwork and really just do a consecutive amount of applications each and every day. 10 is absolutely phenomenal. If you do 10 applications a day, you're going to get some smoke, bro. You're going to get some smoke and you're going to make some money. But to be honest with you, 10 applications a day is difficult to do like in the beginning, because you're not kind of used to it. It's kind of like working out a muscle, bro. So you have to like do it over and over again to be able to really like kind of understand and, like figure the shit out for real, for real. But other than that, man, that's pretty much it. Like, that's my growth for today. Today is, what is this? April 17th. And I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. All right. Oh, wait. Before I close out, I want to let you guys know that I will have this blueprint in the description. So if you guys want to download it and get it, hey, have at it. All right. It is absolutely imperative that brothers get into the AI and automation space. Okay. It's plenty of money out here. I don't have a scarcity mindset. It's plenty of money out here for everyone to eat. This channel is mostly for African American brothers and sisters that really need and have businesses that may need automations and are just looking for a community to build with. Okay, I want to show you that hey, This can happen. You can do this, bro. Just buckle down, get disciplined, and do what you need to do. I'll see y'all tomorrow.